हेलो गाइस, आज के IIM Guy कैंपस डायरीज में मैं जिस बी स्कूल में हूँ उसके एलुमनाई लिस्ट हॉल ऑफ फेम कुछ सेलेक्टेड एलुमनाई है, वो मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ ताकि आपको पता पड़े कि यहाँ से निकल के आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज़, विंडो ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ क्या क्या है। आप बस नेम्स देखना। एक और बात मैं बता दूँ कि इनमें से कुछ लोगों के साथ आज ही इस वीडियो में हम इंटरव्यू लेंगे ताकि आपको ये भी पता पड़े कि कैसे ये लोग इस कॉलेज से निकल के बहुत ही अच्छे पोजीशन पे, बहुत ही अच्छे कंपनीज में आए। आप नाम देखो बस। सबसे पहले क्रिसिल का ये अच्छा रोल है, क्रेडिट का रोल है, ठीक है, यहाँ से निकल के लोग गए हैं। उसके बाद देखो नॉम्यूरा बहुत अच्छी फाइनेंस की कंपनी है। जिन लोग बोलते हैं कि अगर आप IIMs नहीं जाते हो तो आप फाइनेंस की कंपनी नहीं जा पाओगे, तो ये यहाँ पे पूरा प्रूव रॉन्ग हो रहा है। सीनियर एनालिस्ट नॉम्यूरा बैच ऑफ 2021, इस कॉलेज के बारे में आपको बताऊंगा, बट लेट्स जस्ट टॉक अबाउट द पोटेंशियल ऑफ दिस कॉलेज। मॉर्गन स्टैनली, माय डियर फ्रेंड, मॉर्गन स्टैनली, नॉम्यूरा, बैंक ऑफ अमेरिका, ठीक है। अब लगेगा कि सिर्फ फाइनेंस के लिए तो नहीं, और भी रूल्स हैं यहाँ पे। देखो आप, मीडिया ब्रांड मैनेजर प्रॉक्टर एंड गैम्बल, यहाँ से लोग निकल के, I just want to say that if you do well, if you take use of the opportunities, sky is the limit, ठीक है। It does not matter if you've not made it to IIM Ahmedabad, you can still make it to your dream companies. रैंकिंग की बात करें तो आउटलुक ने इसे टॉप 6 में रैंक किया है बॉम्बे के टॉप प्राइवेट बी स्कूल्स में। टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया ने 2023 के सर्वे में इसे रैंक 7 दिया है अमंग टॉप PGDM प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट्स ऑफ बॉम्बे। इसके अलावा SHM ने इसे अपने 2023 अवार्ड्स में बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ प्लेसमेंट्स का अवार्ड दिया है इसे। तो दिस मीन्स दैट द कॉलेज इज ऑल्सो डूइंग वेल अमॉन्ग दी रैंकिंग पैरामीटर्स। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट एक्रेडिशंस। रेलेवेंट एजेंसीज ने इसे एक्रेडिट किया है, तो इनके पास बहुत सारी एक्रेडिशंस है। NBA का एक्रेडिशन है, AIU का एक्रेडिशन है और AACSB का एक्रेडिशन है। AIU का एक्रेडिशन का मतलब क्या होता है मैं आपको एक बताता हूँ। जैसे कि बहुत लोगों को लगता है कि PGDM और MBA अलग अलग है, तो आफ्टर एन AIU एक्रेडिशन थप्पा लग जाता है कि इनका PGDM इज इक्विवेलेंट टू एन MBA डिग्री। इसके अलावा इनके क्या एक एक्स्ट्रा आपको मिलता है यहाँ पे, इंटरनेशनल इमर्जन प्रोग्राम्स है यहाँ पे एट नो एडिशनल कॉस्ट, कैपस्टोन प्रोजेक्ट्स है यहाँ पे, और आपको एक्सपीरियंशियल बेस्ड लर्निंग मिलता है। इसके अलावा ऑल दी रेलेवेंट टूल्स जो आज के डेट में आप समझ लो, पाइथन हो गया, R हो गया, टैबलू हो गया, ये सब आपको पढ़ाई के साथ सीखने मिलता है। तो विल टॉक टू एलुमनाई, विल ऑल्सो टॉक टू स्टूडेंट्स हु गॉट स्कॉलरशिप्स, विल टॉक टू प्लेसमेंट कमिटी, विल टॉक टू स्टूडेंट्स हु गॉट सम प्लेसमेंट्स। सब इस वीडियो में आपको देखने को मिलेगा माय डियर फ्रेंड्स। गाइस, सबसे पहला फैक्टर है कोई भी बी स्कूल को जानने के लिए कि वाई पीपल जॉइन अ पर्टिकुलर बी स्कूल, बिकॉज देयर इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट इन्वॉल्व। नाउ VBS के दो मेन USPs है, एक तो बॉम्बे में है। व्हेन यू डू योर MBA फ्रॉम अ प्रीमियर सिटी काफ़ी एडवांटेज होता है। एक तो आपका प्लेसमेंट उस सिटी में लगने के बहुत चांसेस होते हैं, आपको बहुत सारा एक्सपोजर मिलता है सिटी रिलेटेड, ठीक है। सेकेंडली, ये कॉलेज ROI के लिए बहुत अच्छा है। एग्जैक्ट क्या फीस है ये हम पूछेंगे, एडमिशन प्रोसेस भी हम पूछेंगे। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ, टेल अस अबाउट द एडमिशन प्रोसेस एट विवेकानंद बिजनेस स्कूल। What was your percentile? Why did you choose VBS?
Hi, myself Samira Furkos, and we have an admission. We take different exams from CAT to CET, including CMAT, and also ZAT. We also have profile-based selection as well. So for CAT, we have percentile cutoff around somewhere around 70%, 70-75, and for CET CMAT we have somewhere around 80-85 percentile. Okay. And once the results are out and you have already applied for that, you get a call for the group discussion and personal interview round. If you get selected in the group discussion, then you are called for the personal interview, and then the admission happens.
आपका क्या परसेंटाइल था, कौन सा एग्जाम था?
So I had given ZAT as well as CET. In ZAT and CET, both I was somewhere around 80-85 percentile. So choosing VBS was a option for me because firstly I am a localite, so Mumbai, and secondly the specialization that I am choosing, they have a different thing. They give certification, so I'm choosing HR as my specialization, and they give a certification called SHRM, which is an big certification course that college provides. So that was one thing, and also the course structure that they were providing really attracted me.
अब थोड़ा जानेंगे कि फीस कितना है कॉलेज का, और आपने अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए. Why did you choose VBS? What is the factor in choosing VBS?
Yeah. Hello sir, so my name is Syed Kazmi and I'm from Delhi. I have done my graduation from Delhi itself, and after that I joined Byju's and I worked there as a business development associate because I wanted to pursue my higher studies, and the reason for choosing VBS is a return on investment. I was looking for a college which has the same ROI, and VBS is having that advantage. And
what is the fees and what is the average salary?
Fee structure of VBS is 8 lakh and average salary of VBS is 8 lakh itself.
The fees हॉस्टल नहीं है इसमें?
हॉस्टल नहीं है इसमें.
तो आप कहाँ रहते हो?
मैं PG में रहता हूँ.
तो उसमें कितना आपका खर्चा आ जाता है?
It's around 15,000 rupees per
But
month.
you get to stay in Bombay.
Yeah, in just walking distance from VBS
This is
itself.
in Chembur.
This is in Chembur.
और कैसा लग रहा है? Are you happy with the time?
Yeah, I am extremely satisfied and happy with the college.
And you want a job in marketing only.
Yeah, I want job in marketing.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, let's talk about placements, numbers, companies and roles right now. We have with us Lavina and Digvijay from the placement committee. हम जानेंगे the summer internship season is already over. What was the stipend, which was the highest stipend of summer internship? What was the highest salary offered? Which are the companies which offer the premium roles? So talk to us about all of these, Lavina. What was the highest salary last year and the average salary?
Yeah. So talking about the salary, so the highest salary which was offered domestically was 12 lakhs, and talking about international package, the highest international package was gone to 21.42 lakhs.
Which country was this?
Dubai.
Dubai, great.
Yeah, and average gone to 8 lakhs.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah. And the job roles which were offered were for marketing, it was marketing analyst, marketing managers. For HR, it was talent acquisition managers. For operations, it was operations managers, operations analyst.
Great.
So,
And which are the companies which offer, say, marketing, HR, operations roles?
yeah, so we have few companies which were coming at our campus. So there are Deloitte, KPMG, PNGs, L&T,
Wow.
and many more.
PNG, Procter & Gamble?
Yeah.
Okay, it comes for a marketing role.
Yeah, for marketing.
Okay,
For
yeah.
HR, it came SFMG. And
Okay.
many more. Nomura.
What about finance? Nomura for finance?
Yeah, Nomura for finance. And for HR, it came Reliance, Adani,
Perfect.
Volplus.
For operations, we have companies like GEP, FMFG. Also, we have Asian Paints who comes to the campus.
Great.
Also, for operations, we have different industrial visits where people actually go out and approach themselves to the companies.
Sure.
And because the CV of students is so bolstered with all of the new activities that we do.
Could you talk about where you will be interning at?
Yeah, I'll be interning at GP Solutions. So GP Solutions is an supply chain and procurement company. Me being a marketing person, my job role there is knowledge services.
Perfect.
So I'll be helping the service arm, the product arm, and the consulting arm with all their marketing needs.
Perfect. What was the highest stipend for the summer internship?
50,000. The
Company.
job role is management trainee for HRs.
And which companies offered it?
It is Worldwide Technologies.
50,000 per month.
Yes, 50,000 per month.
We'll now speak to the lady who's got the highest stipend in HR and get to know about the profile. Guys, now we have with us the lady जिनके बारे में सबने बात किया है, the lady of the moment who's got the highest internship stipend at VBS, Aditi More.
Thank you,
Aditi has bagged a summer internship in an HR role. She'll talk to us about why did you choose HR, and generally MBA colleges HR के लिए तो known नहीं होते हैं. So how has VBS helped you in cracking this HR placement?
Okay, so good morning, sir. My name is Aditi More and I'm from Vivekanand Business School and I'm pursuing HR here. So one of the reasons why I wanted to pursue HR is because I find my personality traits very similar to a person of an HR. That is teamwork, handling people, managing people and everything. So that's why I always wanted to come in the field of HR. And now that after COVID, we can see that HR is kind of emerging a lot into the world. Like firstly, HR was just paperwork, but now we can see that the HR is actually one who is managing the whole organization, looking after the mental health and everything. So that's why HR. And VBS has helped me in HR. It's like when I was checking for colleges, when I checked VBS, I could see in their profile on their website that the curriculum is continuously updated. So when I got in touch with some of the alumni, I came to know that what VBS does is they have a good connect with their alumni and they continuously take updates from them for that, and they continuously evaluate or enhance their programs. They improvise their subjects, and that's why I chose VBS for HR. And the faculties also, I checked them out on LinkedIn and they are really great.
Talk to us about a few countries where these speakers have come from. आज जो आए हैं.
Okay, so the two main speakers are from Singapore and South Africa, Dr. Saifullah and Dr. Errol.
And they're going to speak about data analytics and
Yes, sir.
careers. Perfect. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
गाइस अभी हम क्लासरूम तो जाएंगे, VBS के क्लासरूम देखेंगे. इसके साथ कैसा एक नॉर्मल डे इन द लाइफ एट VBS होता है, क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं, एक्टिविटीज़ हैं जो आपको VBS देता है जिससे आपका पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट हो, ये जानेंगे. आइए देखते हैं. हाय गाइस, हाउ यू गाइस डूइंग?
Hi, very good.
सो इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्व्स एंड आप ये बताओ हाउ इज़ अ डे इन द लाइफ ऑफ VBS. क्या क्या एक्टिविटीज़ हैं, आपने क्या क्या कौन से क्लब्स में हो, सेल्स में हो, ये बताओ.
I'm Prachi Bhatia and I hail from Delhi. So currently I'm a PGDM student, first year student at VBS. So if I talk about the day at VBS, it is a very exciting journey as far now, and we are enjoying a lot. I'm not a localite, so I am living in PG, which is facilities provided by a college itself only. My day starts at 9 a.m. from the morning. Our classes are there, and classes are very interesting. And then also we have other activities, and we have other cells in our college, like we have marketing cell, alumni cell, placement cell. We have finance cell and many other cells are there, so that students can just not only stick to one particular topic और मतलब वो लोग सिर्फ क्लास में यहाँ बैठ के सिर्फ सीखें, वो और चीज़ों से भी सीखें. लाइक हम लोगों के साथ हम लोगों का वर्कशॉप वीक्स वगैरह होता है यहाँ पे.
आज भी कोई वर्कशॉप चल रहा है?
हाँ, अभी भी वर्कशॉप चल रहा है. वो इंटरनेशनल वर्कशॉप है जहाँ पे गेस्ट आए हुए हैं, मतलब बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स को कवर करते हैं, स्मार्ट इनोवेशन. सो इट इज़ अ 4-day वर्कशॉप, सो इन विच गेस्ट फ्रॉम सिंगापुर एंड साउथ अफ्रीका आर देयर टू give their insights to us in the college. And the most thing we are learning here is the time management and the team building skills. So that is the main reason when we are going to land up in the corporate.
क्योंकि corporate में यही काम होगा.
Yes, since I am experienced one, I have an experience of 1 year as a email marketer. So I chose this school because this college will give me the way where I can do a lot of research and since our director of PGDM, he is also into research only. So he always motivates us.
Hello, good morning. I am Pratibha Chaudhary and I am a student here in PGDM first year, and I am specializing in operations and supply chain management. So if I describe the day here in VBS, so it's like that what we learn in the classroom, we get to experience in a practical basis, that we get to attend many workshops and we get to attend many industrial visits. So for example, recently we went to Bhiwandi where we experienced the warehouse management system. Also visited Pune Mahindra & Mahindra plant. So there we experienced the digital supply chain management system.
Perfect.
So basically what we learn here in academic basis, we learn there in practical basis.
My name is Samir Thakkar and I'm a local from Mumbai itself. So speaking about everything about research and all the other activities that the college promotes, but the thing is that college has also taken part into students' engagement by organizing an outbound activity just on the initial days of the college. So where the students get to engage with each other, because as we know, there are many students who are not localite and from different parts of India, pan-India, and again from the local part. So it is very important that we engage ourselves before even our curriculum and course starts. And secondly, talking about the live projects, that is also a very important part. Before even we start with our summer internships and the main internship, they encourage us to take part in live projects which is for an about of 1 week or 5 days. So you get a glimpse and a taste of what actually corporate is, and you get a better idea for your specialization as well. Like if you are confused कि मुझे कौन सा specialization लेना है, सो एंड अगर आप SIP के लिए आपको बहुत देर हो जाएगी वो चीज़ के लिए. सो बाय टेकिंग पार्ट इन सच लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑफ 5 to 7 days यू गेट अ क्लियर पिक्चर कि हाँ भाई मैं ये स्पेशलाइजेशन चूज़ कर सकता हूँ.
गाइस अब इस वीडियो में कुछ ऐसा करते हैं जो मैंने काफ़ी वीडियोस में नहीं किया है. आई हैव 2 alumni ऑफ द कॉलेज VBS. मतलब they have done their MBA, they are now working in organizations and premier organizations like Nomura and CRISIL. So I have Pankit and Swati with me. Pankit, आप बताओ first of all, what is your role like at Nomura and how did the VBS experience help you in cracking this role and in this role right now?
So in Nomura, I work as a senior analyst. So I work in the collateral management team. So technically, when we work on the OTC side, so the over-the-counter trades, okay. So when we trade with a counterparty, there's always a risk that a counterparty may default. Okay. So what we do is we try to collateralize that trade. So I'm trying to just secure that trade so that even if the counterparty defaults, we can sell that collateral and we are safeguarded.
Understood.
So that is all about my work. And if you ask me about VBS, I've been a part of a lot of activities in VBS. We were into basic, where we interacted with a lot of students that came across from a lot of states. Okay, we managed all of them. A lot of qualities that we learned from them were leadership skills. That we managed a lot of people in that group, and also we made some decisions without asking the faculties, that helped us. So due to VBS, we've learned so much in life, and it has obviously helped us in our careers.
What about you? If you could also talk about a few maybe concepts, अगर ये जो theoretical इतना पढ़ाया जाता है in finance, which have been helping you in your job.
So I work as a credit analyst for CRISIL, and I've been working there for 2 to 3 years now. The department that I work for is basically it's a rating agency, and we rate mortgage-backed securities specifically for Australia region. Those bonds are generated by Australian banks. So when I say mortgage-backed securities, or especially residential mortgage-backed security, it's a very niche kind of a market. It's something that is not included in the curriculum in most of the colleges.
Okay.
So the first time that I heard RMBS or mortgage-backed securities was in VBS.
Okay.
So it intrigued a bit, and I was a bit interested in this particular field. And one of the reasons why I chose this field or why I chose this career was because of this RMBS term that helped me in deciding my career. So that I guess is one of the major factors that VBS has helped in this entire role of my life.
Perfect. It's said that finance is very hectic. What is the average working hours per week, per day, if you could talk about?
Honestly, there's no fixed time that we can work for.
Okay.
But yeah, the company say it is 9.5 hours, but we generally work for 10, 12, maybe sometimes more.
But 5 days a week.
Yeah, 5 days a week.
And same for you, or do you work a little?
Same for me.
Who works more? Both equal.
Equal.
Nice.
I think she works more.
Cool.
Now it depends because as I said, it's rating agency. So towards the end of the month, or there are some hectic months wherein we do get a lot of work, wherein we have to do a lot of ratings. So those particular months are only a bit hectic, but it's quite manageable.
Perfect. Thank you for these lovely insights.
Thank you.
Guys, अभी हम बात करेंगे about scholarships, if they are available any in this college, VBS. I have someone who's from the second year of the college and he's gotten scholarship. तो ये आप बताएंगे हमें कि इन्हें कितने का स्कॉलरशिप मिला, कैसे मिला, टोटल कितने लोगों को स्कॉलरशिप मिल सकता है और कैसे मिलता है, आप ये सब बताएं.
जी, I'm संकेत देशमुख. मुझे 1.5 लाख का स्कॉलरशिप मिला है यहाँ पे, एंड दिस इज अ स्कॉलरशिप ऑन अ ट्यूटोरियल फीस. We have the highest scholarship of 2,13,000. So we have a scholarship of 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, and 20% on tutorial fees.
Okay.
And this scholarship is computed on the basis of your graduation marks here at VBS, and of course the entrance examination score.
Perfect.
A total number of 11 students were given scholarship this year.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, one of the most important elements of any school is the faculty. Now, one of the esteemed faculty of VBS is Professor K.V. Ramakrishnan sir.
Yes.
He is an ex-RBI, so he was working with RBI earlier,
Yeah.
and now he's teaching finance at VBS. Sir, first of all, thanks for this interview.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your work experience.
So, what happened after my graduation, I happened to appear for the entrance exams of the Reserve Bank of India, and I got through with flying colors. So, immediately I took up the job in the central banking functions. And after that, I was serving all over India in about 8-9 sectors in various central banking aspects.
So now, when you come and teach the students here with so much of practical experience, could you tell us about what are the extra things that are being taught at VBS practically, which are needed in the industry?
Yeah, that's right. That's very much the order of the day, because all the latest things that are happening in the market, so many things are happening in the areas of finance, marketing, HR, and all that. So what I do is, apart from the regular conceptual coaching, I also take up certain aspects, like for example, negotiating skills, price skills, and then how students will set up prices. For example, one of the aspects is the bond trading, in which Government of India raises money through auctions. So how do you participate in the auctions? So I conduct a role play among students, divide them into group as banks, and then do a exercise. So students are able to innovate and think creatively to be able to arrive at what is actually price discovery.
Perfect.
So these sort of things I do. One thing is, and secondly, actually take them to institutions like NSE, even RBI.
Okay.
And then where entries are not normally permitted, but then I do manage to take them there, and then I teach them on the spot as to what are the various aspects of finance, what is central banking, how does it play in the economy, what are the interest rates, and all those things.
Do they also get certifications for these NSE?
Yeah, so what happens is, we have got certification courses, NSE, NISM, and IABF, Indian Institute of Banking and Finance, where students are compulsorily made to do certifications so that they develop their personality to the fullest extent, and not only that, they get prepared for the corporate world very well.
Sure. Thank you so much for the lovely answers, sir. Lovely meeting you.
Yeah, okay, nice.
We have Professor Saifullah with us. He is a lecturer at PSB Academy in Singapore, which is also the place where VBS students are going to soon have an international collaboration. Could you throw some light on the international collaboration that these students are going to look at next year?
Okay, so at PSB, we have a lot of equipments that we use for demonstrating what is the use of AI in the real world. Like for example, the robots that we purchase, the 3D printers, for example, just to name a few, so that we can share these equipments, how to use them. We can share experiences of our lecturers as well. Apart from me and my full-time colleagues, we have part-time lecturers as well that are actually still working in the industry. They are working with big corporations. As you know, in Singapore, Singapore is the hub for Southeast Asia businesses, right? So we have big HQs there, and they are working there, these part-time lecturers. So these part-time lecturers can share their experiences, real-time experience, real-world experiences as well to the students. And at the same time, we can also gather information from the students. We can gather experiences from the students as well, sort of cultural
student exchange. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Could you also throw some light on your experience until now and what you spoke about today during the session that you were here in Bombay in VBS today, and also few careers that these management students are gonna maybe get into, which are embedded with say AI?
Okay. So answering your first question first, I was a software developer before I became an academician, and then pursued my PhD and then got into academic. I started my academic career in Malaysia, working with some universities in Malaysia, and then a university in Wollongong where I did my PhD at. So throughout my career as a programmer, as a software developer, and also as an academician, collecting this sort of data to my head through observation and talking to my students and my colleagues when I was a software developer, I found out that we can actually say no company is not using AI now. There's no company that's not using AI now. Especially big corporations like the ones that I have mentioned earlier, Google. In terms of management, when you are, even if you're not talking about technological companies like these ones, right? Any company, any management company, whether it's banking or investment, all of this are also using AI to help the decision makers make big decisions, right? To minimize the errors that they are going to be making. While using machine learning, the machines are going to be helping them to tell them.
So all the functions which are there conventionally in management, like marketing, finance, etc., they will have an AI element embedded, because that's how they'll make decisions. What you're doing. Cool.
Yes,
cool.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Sure. Great. And how did you like the crowd at VBS today? Did you interact with a few students?
Yes, I did. I did interact with a few students even yesterday.
Okay.
And I found them to be very eager young people, energetic, brilliant as well. I don't say this to every place that I go, you know, because some places have the enthusiasm, but not really the brilliance, I would say. But the guys here have the brilliance and the enthusiasm. Perfect. Those are the two deadly combinations to become successful people.
Perfect. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this.
You.